Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled DSTLD, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's
d.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah. Was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade. Leave that in. Completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
Your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumber party, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use E-Salon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumber party. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye.
Feral Audio.
We're in a teepee.
That's true, so it must be
Slumber Party with Alie and Georgia.
Hey, you guys. It's AW here.
It's GH here.
Georgia, did you learn anything this week?
I did.
Can you talk it to me?
I learned how to fucking make kombucha.
No.
Yep. I made my own kombucha.
That's a lifestyle change more than a learning process.
I feel like it's changed me a lot.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, for one hand, my gut, my probiotic state is probably much better.
Yeah, how you feeling down there?
Great.
That's important.
Kombucha, you guys, do you drink it? It's expensive.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you do? You got a mother thing?
So my tattoo artist gave me a mother. A mother is like the thing, the base that you need to make kombucha with. It's
okay,
like,
break it down. Break it down like, the essential elements.
It looks like a giant slobby old condom.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
I thought I got one once. It looked like a pancake.
Okay.
It looked like a super slimy pancake.
That's what it looks like.
Also, our guest really needs to open up her sparkling water. Go for it.
Oh, go ahead, Lizzie. Oops. I mean, go ahead, person.
Mystery guest. Okay, so tell me, what are the elements that you needed to start your kombucha farm?
Okay, so I needed a big gruff tattoo artist to give me the mother, and then I needed just to boil some water, put some tea bags in it, put some sugar in it, and put it in an airtight thing and leave it the fuck alone for a week. And now I have good tasting kombucha.
Is it sparkly?
Yes,
Is
it's
it tart?
vinegary.
Do you like it? What kind of tea did you
I
use?
used blueberry Slim Life tea by that. What is it? Yogi tea. I love that stuff.
That's a
So
smart
it's like
choice.
tasty, and it's got green tea in it. I'm like a healthy.
Right?
This like takes off everything I've ever done. That's terrible for me.
It
right?
actually erases everything you've ever done that's terrible for you.
Yay!
Wait, so did you, you had to let it sit for a week and you're
not
enjoying it?
Is it supposed to sparkle?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't sparkle.
It effervesces a
Okay, it
little
does.
bit.
It does. Yes.
Yeah, and then you just put it in the fridge. And
There's
then-
definitely like floating chunks in it that are a little
Yeah.
disturbing. That look a little like something only ladies would know.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is gross.
I do.
This is. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing about kombucha. It's like being a mom. It's like once you start raising it, like you let the gross things slide because you love it
I
so
have
much.
to tell you, I was just at a trying on dresses at our favorite dress shop, Shireen's, and this woman tried on this dress, and they're like, "Well, what if you wore it without a bra?" And she was like, "Then I would get milk all over the dress." And I was like,
Gross.
"Oh, that's something I never thought about before." Okay, Alie, what did you learn? I'm just gonna be so gross.
Gross.
Okay, what'd you learn?
Were you like, I won't be trying on that dress when
Nope.
she's... Wow, that's a body fluid I haven't considered in a while. Okay, here's what I learned. I learned that there's this frog that they find sometimes out and about, just chilling. He's just out. He's on the streets. He's like, "What's up, y'all?" And he's this frog, but he's got like 4 to 6 hind legs, and they're like, "That's a crazy disco frog. Like, what's going on with this frog, right?" And they didn't know what it was that caused it for a while, and they finally found out that it is caused by a parasitic flatworm.
No.
How does this parasitic flatworm make it grow so many legs? Well, that's a great question.
Oh my god.
There's a snail that shows out in ponds and streams,
Okay.
infected with the thing.
Oh god.
I'm trying to remember how this goes. So
they
the
attach
parasite gets into the snail. A heron comes down and eats it.
Oh.
It grows in its stomach. The heron craps into the water. The frog eats that somehow, and then the frog, it blocks all kinds of things in the frog to make it have... Oh, no.
Circle of fucking life.
Oh, Alie Ward.
It's close and it's interesting. What's the frog
what,
called?
What happens is it mutates the frog so it has way too many legs so it can't hop around, and then a bird eats it.
I
That's
guarantee
what
you,
happens.
there's no one listening right now being, "I'm sorry, she's wrong about that."
No, I am wrong about it, and I should have completed the circle in my head before I got. But whatever, it goes from
Crazy.
it goes from flatworm to snail to frog to bird, but it's making all of these legs so this frog cannot hop around.
And sometimes
It's so
I don't
smart.
even put pants on like for the whole day, and this fucking parasite's like working hard.
How complicated though? I feel like if the parasite were in a pitch meeting and it's like, "Listen, I got this idea. First, we make it in a snail."
They're like, it's a little much.
Yeah.
It's a little convoluted. Can we get
They're like,
quicker to the
there's like a C plot in this,
Right.
and they're like, because then I'll just make more legs so the frog can't go. They're like, why don't you just eat some algae, you flatworm?
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm a parasite. Anyway, that's what I learned, and that was very sloppy.
No, it was really interesting.
Let's
though.
ask our guest what she learned.
Hey, you guys want to meet our guest?
I do.
She's a writer and a comedian and an actress and the funny, most
She's
spiritual,
so great.
person. Alie, tell everyone what she said when you first met her.
I can't remember.
I'm gesturing at you. She said that the day you met her, she said to you, "Hey, I bought a magic wand today."
That's true. That's one of the first things. And I thought you were talking about a female toy. And then you were like, "No, I really bought like a magic wand." And I was like, I like this girl. But one of the first times I met our guest, Lizzie Cooperman, was on Facebook, and we both we wrote each other about The Bachelor back and forth. And I was
that's
like,
right.
I like this.
Wouldn't it be
girl.
great if this whole podcast was just talking about you, but you don't talk?
She's got blonde hair,
She's got blonde hair,
glasses.
cutie little thing.
Lizzie, you're so great. Tell us what you learned.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us what you learned this week, Lizzie.
Well, what I learned, I feel like, okay, aside from already triggering my gag reflexes on every level,
which part?
turkeys.
Oh.
I don't know why I didn't know this before. Like, I feel like maybe this was buried somewhere in my knowledge storage room called my brain. But I had no idea that turkeys could fly.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Like, I think I just thought of the back side, like the feathers, as like an ornamental fan.
Yeah.
And
Like a
they don't
peacock.
use I didn't even think of them as like having wings. I feel like they're always just portrayed as these like
Yeah, like an emu
bulky
or an
kinda-
ostrich, right?
yeah.
So wait, do they just soar above
They don't
us?
soar, do they?
They can fly at 55 miles per hour.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Into my-
They're out there.
Can you imagine if like a turkey like the size of a Saint Bernard was just beating at you at 55?
What if you hit a
mph?
turkey?
Never.
Yeah.
How'd you learn that?
I learned it because someone found a video of one flying, and I was like, I can't even believe this is happening. It just makes
handle it.
everything in the world worse. I feel like just knowing that, like, there's something about the turkey too that's just already, it just makes my stomach turn. Like,
Why?
just like the neck that looks like a deflated balloon.
Yeah.
And,
I
like, it
know.
reminds me of like when people like pull your elbow skin and
yeah.
like if it didn't go back, it was just like red burnt elbow skin.
You need to get Botox on that. JK, do you know that dinosaurs, turkeys are dinosaurs?
Really?
All birds are technically dinosaurs. Like a bat is a mammal, a bird is a dinosaur. So if you ate turkey, you ate a roasted dinosaur this week.
Cool.
Oh my god.
How do you,
What
how do you
about
feel
that
about
thing
that?
on their head that's like a mohawk?
Oh yeah, it's like flipped over their nose, kind of.
It's gross.
I think it has something to do with sexual selection, but I'm not positive. Or maybe it's a parasitic flatworm, and it's like
selection.
I don't know. But did you eat? Are you a vegetarian or vegan, or and neither?
I used to be a pescatarian, but I gave it up last year.
Why'd you give it up? What happened?
Well, I took a time machine back to 1994.
Yeah.
The Atkins diet.
Oh no.
And it kind of like, it was not a good choice. Because once you do that diet, you have to kind of do it forever. Otherwise, you just
What's-
gain weight with every carbohydrate.
What does the Atkins diet entail?
A lot of ranch dressing.
So much
Just
ranch.
smothered in ranch.
There's like whole smoothies that are just ranch and bacon.
And I'm being like, yeah, exactly.
I did the Atkins diet when I was like in my early 20s because my blood
Really?
sugar was super fucked. I got wicked fat though. I mean, just because all I did
doing it?
was eat just handfuls of
like an
cashews
all you can eat like meat.
and cheese.
buffet.
But I mean, I think vegetables and protein is fine. Atkins diet is really like, if you don't, since you can't have bread, just put things in between two pieces of cheese. Like it's
Yeah.
really.
I know, or it's yes.
So wait, why did you do it?
I was at a new job and I was sitting around and I was like, I had a trainer, I was on a diet program and I just couldn't lose. It was only like 5 or 10 pounds. I should have just left it alone and been like, oh, I'm happy with myself, but just none of my clothes fit. So I was like, what's like the fastest way?
I feel like if you cut your hair into a bob, you'd lose like 6 pounds. Like, have you considered that you have very long, thick hair, and maybe as
I
that
never
grows,
thought
it's
of that
part of your
before.
body. It's part of your body.
Why do we need to lose weight so badly all the time, all of us?
'Cause
I'm
everyone's
not saying
vulnerable.
you.
Like hangers.
Yeah.
Like clothing hangers.
I almost got in a real I almost got on like a major Facebook rant.
Uh-oh.
And then I was like,
Do it now. Do it here.
just like calm your jets.
What is it? Do it here.
Because I'm in hotels and planes all the time, and I like running, I like hiking, but you don't get a chance to because you're always cooped up. And so I put something on Facebook being like, hey, does anyone have any good ideas for like hotel workouts, yoga things, just apps? And someone wrote, someone just wrote something shitty about how I probably just wanted people to say that I look hot, and I was like, fuck you.
Who's that?
No.
Call 'em out.
I just I like to feel strong. I like to be able to carry my luggage, and I don't want to let my body atrophy because I'm working
Yeah.
so much. But they were essentially, it was like, and then someone else wrote like, oh, those desserts catching up with you. And I was like, this isn't even to lose weight. I just would like to feel, it's just good. Like, it was just funny that you mentioned fitness and someone's like, allow me to use this as an opportunity to objectify you.
This is why I need to
This
not
is
fucking
ranty.
add these douches
randos
on
These are
Facebook.
randos. But the last thing I was looking for was like
Yeah.
some rando being like, I'd pork you. Like,
Well, you had
that's
the
not what I
best of
wanted.
intentions, and it just like went down the drain in the most annoying way.
But I heard about some good apps. Yoga Glow people really like,
Oh.
and some other thing, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
What is it?
I don't know. It's some app where they teach you how to do
Do you know
yoga.
what I did?
What?
Oh my god! Do you know what I got that Alie? This might be good for you.
What?
You guys? I bought a fucking hula hoop and a fucking hula hoop DVD.
I love everything that's happening right
I
now.
bought like a weighted. They don't call them hula hoops.
What do they call
They
them?
call them like exercise hoops.
Hoopla.
Yeah, it's called Hoopnotic. Is the
Oh.
company I bought it from. And I bought this like hula hoop. It's like a weighted hoop, and they have like a workout video. And the first time I used it in my apartment, I was like, I'm gonna do this, and like put the video on my computer, and I'm hooping, and it's like teaching you how to walk forward and walk backward while you're hooping. And I knocked my glass of water onto my keyboard of my computer.
Imagining is
It couldn't have been more perfect.
Was it hard?
Yeah,
Was it fun though?
it's totally fun.
It should be fun.
It's really good core work. You know what I'm saying?
core work.
And then like you look kind of hot. Like it's basically like it's like prepping for Burning Man.
It definitely is pre.
It's Burning Man
prep.
I got a bike.
That's right.
I bought a bike.
A real bike to ride on the streets.
Collapsible recumbent bike.
I love it.
It's an exercise bike.
Called the not the Excalibur, but something like that.
Do you use it
stately?
Where do you use it on the streets?
It's in my apartment. No, it's a stationary
bike.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
My apartment is like an exercise cemetery.
You have like tell us what you have.
It's like a play it again sports. Like
Tell us what you have.
Unused, used exercise equipment.
Tell us what you
I
have.
have a mini trampoline.
That's fun.
I did that one.
Yeah.
That's
I
fun.
have the bike. I just have like a lot of weights and stuff like that.
Do you get, as a person, Lizzie Cooperman, do you get excited about starting things? Like, where does that fire come from when you're like, you know what? Same thing with Hoopnautica.
Yeah.
I feel like the fire for me comes from the desire to do less. Like, I think it would be so great if I didn't have to go to the gym and I had an excuse to watch TV and I could do that while I'm riding a bike.
That makes
I
sense.
could like do it all. If I could do everything all at once and then just lay down
Like
coffin
Dracula style. You're making the international sign for I am a dead vampire. Hands over
If I could
chest.
just do everything and then die, that would be great in 1 hour.
I'm going to take a grim turn on this. I was talking to a girlfriend over noodles, and we were talking about what percent, like, I'm cool to be alive versus, like, if I could just not exist, I would do that.
What do you mean? Like how much of you feels
Like, if
that
you were
way?
at 100%, you're like, I am absolutely stoked on life. There is 0% of me that wants not to exist.
Who doesn't want to exist?
I have like a 30%. If I could just not exist, I wouldn't.
I feel like that lives in me too. Are
are there
storage
any-
container of my mind.
Are there any psychiatrists listening? Can you send us a prescription for
There's
some-
never a part of you that gets overwhelmed or tired. That's just like, because I mean, sleep. That's what sleep and napping is. It's checking out and just not
When
existing.
you're like, I just want an eternal vacation. Like that's death, basically.
Not a part of, like, you're not like you're gonna go gnaw on rat poison or be like goodbye world, but just that you're like, if I could just check out and just be.
Would you rather
not-
be, and I'm going to turn this cue card over and it's going to say, would you rather be a ghost? Tell your ghost story?
I don't want to be a ghost.
Lizzie, do you have a ghost story?
Do I have a ghost story?
Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts?
I just know that bloody finger one. Do you remember that?
What?
Did you
No.
ever hear bloody finger?
No.
Yeah, this okay.
I'm so scared that this is going to be like a horrible, sexual experience at a summer camp. No.
No, this is just it's a terrifying story about a kid who. Oh, I already blew the whole thing.
He was
is
a
that it's
kid?
a kid who cut his finger. What the fuck? I said it right up top. I don't remember the story.
How
well
is
enough
it
to
a
tell.
ghost story?
It's basically that this kid or someone keeps calling a house and going, "I am bloody finger. I'm 3 blocks from your home," and he keeps calling.
Ooh, that's
and then
scary.
he's like, "Now I'm on your doorstep," and then you open the door and it's like a kid who like needs a Band-Aid.
What's his problem?
What a dipshit.
No, but have you ever seen a ghost though?
Definitely for adults. Definitely for adults too.
Have you seen a ghost? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts per se, but I do believe.
I feel like the people who don't believe in ghosts are the ones that have the ghost experiences.
Yeah.
Like, Georgia has seen like 10 ghosts. She doesn't believe in them. Two. I mean, I dated a guy who did not believe in ghosts at all, but he also lived in a haunted house, and he would wake up and his alarm clock would be upside down.
I'm one of
Right?
those people
Weird.
too, because I lived in a room that was definitely haunted, but I still feel like I don't believe in ghosts.
What happened? What was the room like?
I lived in the Netherlands for a semester, and they were like, one of these rooms is haunted. We're not going to tell anybody which room. And my friend and I stayed in this room it was like next to a room where somebody had died.
Oh.
Called like the Napoleon room. And we would feel like heartbeats under our beds.
Whoa.
And we had books fall from our
What?
shelves and stuff like that.
This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm
But it was
talking
like-
about.
For me, it was like, whoa, that was a crazy experience, but I don't go
Yeah.
around carrying a belief in ghosts. For some reason, it's something that I believe that like energy cannot because it cannot be created or destroyed, that it becomes other things, and I don't really know.
That's called a ghost.
Those things are.
They're called ghosts.
But that's making it a person in the same way
then it
people
could
are
also
making
be-
God a person. When it's not, it's like an idea or a feeling or a thing.
Okay, the idea of a ghost being like, my name is Richard, and he's like wearing pants, like that sounds like garbage. Because like, what
Yeah.
happens to his butthole? Does he poop anymore? Like, what's his deal? What age is he? How did he die? But if you're like, there's a collection of energy that used to belong inside of this guy named Richard, and now he's like shoving a book off a bed because it's something weird going on. I'm like, I believe in science enough to where I feel like we don't know anything. But here's the thing. You don't believe in ghosts, even though you had books fall off your bed and you had a beating heart under you. But you also bought a magic wand. And I'm trying to figure this out. Like, do you think that there are things that, do you think there are like energies or beings?
Yeah.
You do tarot card readings too.
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, what's that about?
But I see tarot card readings as like symbols through which people can interpret
Their own garbage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I do feel like you pick certain cards in the moment, and that's where you are in the moment, and then you can interpret your life through those symbols.
Yeah.
It's
What
like
was the
if you
last-
do it 5 minutes later, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
What was your last reading? Like,
My last reading, I haven't given a reading in a while, but I had one day. One time I worked a birthday party and I didn't realize, I was like, I didn't understand my power. But I worked this birthday party and there were a lot of adults there and I like wore a costume and I didn't really know what the party was going to be like. It was this like fancy kind of, it was like a child's birthday party in Beverly Hills, but one where it's all the like parents, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And my friend said that people were in the bathroom like, she knew about my divorce. She knew that Larry took the money.
Oh my God.
My readings that day were like spot on.
get out.
And that's happened to me twice. I did the UCB street fair a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like really like in my element. And then other times I've done them and I feel like,
Disconnected.
disconnected or I'm not finding anything.
Wow.
Do you think it matters if you had like caffeine or something? Or, you know what I mean?
Did you take a
Yeah.
good BM that morning? Does that matter? You're like blocked out maybe?
I do feel like it's, you know, some days you're just more intuitive and more open and connected to people, you know?
Yeah.
Do you ever see a person and like you feel like you know what's going on with them and you want to go talk to them about it?
Sometimes.
Really?
but
What happens?
That took a bad turn for me yesterday, actually.
What happened?
What?
There was a woman at Rite Aid. So I was walking through Rite Aid. I was looking for a fake spider. They're
Sure.
all out right now. And there was a woman there who was like, "Excuse me, could you please help me?" And I said, she said, "Could you do a favor for me?" And I was like, "What's the favor?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Could you reach up into that shelf and grab these chocolates?" So I gave her the chocolates, and it was a nice exchange. So then I went into another aisle, and there was a woman who had a physical disability, and it seemed like she was having difficulty grabbing this like piece of tag board out of one of those like metal bins. So I was like, maybe I'll help her too. She did not want.
Was she pissed?
I didn't. It was kind of my, you know, I should have just said, "Do you need help with that?" But I was like, "How are you?" And she was like, "I'm fine." Like she's probably someone who went through her life. Like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. And I just felt like I was in a place where I was like feeling like the Rite Aid like fairy. I just wanted to help everybody.
help fairy?
I'm like, I will volunteer at the pharmacy.
You just need to get like a blue Rite Aid vest and then you just have carte blanche to really help whoever.
You should be like a Walmart greeter when you're like, "Good morning, everyone," and you just don't even work.
You know
there.
what's going to happen
Like,
though?
I totally misread the signs.
I think people are going to think that Rite Aid has this ghost. They're like, she's not on the payroll, but she just appears and helps people.
This used to be an Indian burial
Once in a
ground.
while, buys Atkins bars and then disappears into the night.
Are you still doing Atkins?
I can't get off of
Why?
it.
How? Why?
I'm trying to wean myself off of it, but it's been very difficult. And I'm also kind of having a resurgence of like not wanting to eat meat again.
Okay.
I
You
will.
don't eat pork.
No, I don't.
I will say though, watch that maltitol. You know about that shit?
No.
What is it? Tell us. Tell us.
Okay, so when you go on a low carb diet, they're like, this has 0 carbs in it. And then you look and it's like, but there are 40 grams of sugar alcohols. Because a sugar alcohol is a type of carbohydrate, but your body can't digest it, so it just scoots itself on through your intestines. And then there are these things in your intestines that can't digest it. It
Yes.
gives you the worst.
Really?
It's like if you drank puddle water in like Mazatlan, like you would just
It's
get
like
the
a
worst.
robot stomach. It's suddenly like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Sounds like there's- yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I've had that from like Cool Whip sometimes. Like if I have Cool Whip on something, I feel like it goes into me like it's like
That's probably a fruit.
like
That's probably a
radioactive something.
high fructose corn syrup intolerance.
Oh.
It just goes right through your body, and then it's like, bleh.
Lizzie, what if you tried like for a week of just eating clean? You ate nothing, like almost like a raw diet, where you just ate.
Sounds really boring. I'm just eating raw right now.
I mean, what
I
if you
would like
fucking did
to.
it? What if you did that? I bet you'd feel
maybe I should.
good.
I do need to go on a cleanse or something right now. I'm
I
feeling
never.
that.
They're so expensive, though. Really.
Well, they are.
Do you guys? How are?
Don't you just make lemonade and then
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, that shit'll.
Don't do
and then
that.
offend everybody with your breath for a week?
You guys don't not eat. Don't juice.
Oh, the lemonade diet.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Ugh, add juice to your fucking daily life, but don't replace
Do
it.
you get angry when you're hungry,
Hell yeah.
Lizzie? Do you? Do you get hangry?
I feel like I live in a general state of trying to curb my anger.
Really? You seem
Not
like
really.
the-
I have to do
you
so
seem like
much
the
to go
nicest.
into the world every day.
Like what?
I have to meditate in the morning. I have to read my daily meditation. I have to look at it 2 or 3 times during the day.
You
I
have
do
to take
affirmations.
photos?
I mean, I'm not saying like it's that bad, but yeah, I take photos of my electrical sockets before I leave the house to know that's okay.
So know that you didn't leave anything plugged in.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Was I not
No,
supposed to?
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I love it.
I just started erasing them. I was like, these would make a really cool book of like, what would my book be? 300 photos of electrical outlets. 300 times I freaked out, 7 times before leaving the house. Now I go like this, which was a tip that Georgia taught me. I go like this over a socket, and I make a noise while I rub my hand over
So
it.
you know that you didn't like. What kind of things would you be afraid
Or
of?
I make a really, what kind of thing?
like if you left it plugged in, like
If I left like a coffee pot, even if it's turned off, I'm like, it's not okay. A candle, I take pictures of my candles. Yeah.
just because you'll think like, did I do that yesterday or today?
Yeah.
Or,
Do you have anxiety about your house burning down?
I honestly feel like it wasn't a problem for me until this year. I think I just went through a lot of stuff at once, and I was really nervous about
Taking care of yourself.
what if one more thing happens or something like,
Yeah,
I
like-
don't want to, yeah.
That seems really normal to have like panic, and it's focused on something totally different that has nothing to do with what you're worried about or what happened. And it's almost easier to focus on that panic than it is to be like, what am I really fucking upset about?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, anxiety's funky that way. It can come up in ways that you're like, why am I worried about this?
That's the same thing with the
dumb.
raccoons. I never was afraid of raccoons until this year.
Yes. Tell us about the raccoons.
I really like. I feel like this is really. There's probably some huge thing that I need to deal with. That's just like
About
a
raccoons?
boulder of like sugar,
raccoons-
alcohol, like emotion in my body that I'm not processing.
You need an emotional
I'm projecting
You need an
because-
emotional colonic.
I do. I do need that.
Tell us about raccoons.
It's so bad. Oh
What's the
God.
deal?
It just. This is another thing. Like I feel it so deeply.
Really? I promise they're not going to hurt you.
They have no humility. No. My friend said he saw a raccoon literally sitting on a roof, like spread eagle with its like pelvis out, like just eating an avocado. Like they do not give, like
That's beautiful.
they don't care.
They're like the horrible roommates.
Is he? Are you sure he wasn't
Yeah.
posing for like the raccoon
No,
calendar?
they don't care. They're just like, yeah, I'm here too.
You know
I've
what?
like banged on my windows and stuff, and they're like, it doesn't matter.
They're like,
There's
fuck
nothing-
you. Do you know what? Can I tell you another horrifying story about a raccoon? Do you want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
It's not that bad. So I had a friend who was like, I came out in my backyard at night and there was a raccoon sitting on the fence, and I wanted to scare it away, but I was scared of it, so I picked up a stick and I threw it at the raccoon, and the raccoon caught it. Like, can you,
It's thumb.
with its little fucking paw, caught the stick and was like, yeah, what else you got? How awful is that? I think they're the cutest things I've ever seen, though.
Oh, that's the
I
scariest
love
thing I've ever
raccoons.
heard. I'm not scared of them at all, but I read books
No.
about like friendly raccoons, and I was like,
Yeah, maybe you need to meet a friendly one, Lizzie.
It's true. I have a
don't
movie
know.
you can watch about a friendly raccoon. It's a kids
Their
movie. It's
animals have been gravitating toward me, like weird animals.
great. What else?
One day
It's
I came
weird,
home
yeah.
and there were like 10 cats on my doorstep.
She's texted me. We live 2 doors away from
Georgia,
each
there's
other.
something- Yeah, we're neighbors.
So she'll text me sometime like, "Hey," or call and be like, "Hey, can you come outside real quick and walk me to my door?" And it'll be, and either there's nothing there or there's fucking totally shit there. Like we found, there was once a cat and like 3 of her kittens on her front
Swear it
doorstep.
was more because they all came
Yeah.
swarming out like
Yeah.
little.
What'd you
like,
do with
worms.
them?
We fed them.
And to what?
The garbage disposal.
Well, so
Oh
after
yeah,
the
this is sad.
feeding,
Oh no.
someone left the plate there.
Sorry. We fed them.
And that night, coyotes came
Oh.
to kill the cats.
Ripped them to shreds
And I kept
outside her
called
bedroom.
animal control, and they're like, "That's just part of California wildlife." I'm like, I am listening to cats screaming, and there was like a pounding against my wall. It was like boom, boom, and I opened my
Oh my God.
bedroom window.
yeah, and there were 2 coyotes out there, and they were like smashing against into the bushes.
This is the worst story
It was
ever. I'm
horrible.
so sorry.
And I was I have never been like, I am so very alone. No, I'm kidding. No, I take that back. During the earthquake, I watched a single dress swing in my closet like this, and I felt like a very lonely.
Oh God.
That's a very like Joan Didion kind of a
Yeah.
thing, like a vintage dress just oscillating on a hanger.
It's like you'll be buried in this
Yeah,
one
that
day.
was another
That's a very
moment
sorry.
of like living alone, where you're like, whoa, it's just me on this planet. on
Do you like
Alexandria
living
Avenue.
alone?
Don't say where we live. People are going to come fucking kill us.
Alexandria, Greece.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't care.
Say your actual addresses, you guys.
She's like talking about her being afraid of animals, and I'm like, that's so crazy. And I'm like, anyways, don't tell anyone. Someone's going to come break in
Yeah.
and stab us and murder us in our sleep.
Are you guys more
if they
afraid
can
of-
get through the herd of wild animals,
Right.
You do have a lot of wild. That's a lot of wildlife.
Yeah.
There was a skunk the other night.
There was a raccoon chasing you once.
There was a raccoon chasing me. Oh God, yes.
Remember we ran up my you ran up
Yeah,
my
this is
staircase
not good.
screaming and like banged
I was
on
like,
my
Please
door.
let me in. Please let me in. It was like at the bottom, like looking up to me with its like giant halos around its eyes.
Have you ever had like your aura read or anything?
I have.
What's up with it? Like, are they like it's like really pretty?
What's wrong with your aura?
Is it?
No, I just feel
Needles?
like no, I feel like they would be like you have this abnormally large aura and that's like really purple or something
I would
really
see
pretty.
that. I could
Really?
see that.
Like, why do you think all these animals keep getting caught in your aura?
You're more spiritual than anyone I've
Yeah.
met. You have more of a spiritual aura than
Really?
anyone I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe you're just throwing some crazy ass, real nice energy out there. and
Spiritual
it's-
shade.
These animals are like, yo, you got any Triscuits? And
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know. Do
Maybe
animals
you
eat
should-
Triscuits?
Nice to hear.
Yeah.
I feel like I do need to change my perspective, and I'm working on it. I talk about it in therapy.
Let's go to a petting zoo.
Yes.
I would love to do that.
When was the last time you went to a zoo?
We went to a zoo in Florida on our TV
That's
show.
true.
Remember that thing that we used to
Kangaroo,
have?
that show that we had.
Fuck's
People
sake.
keep asking us why Tripping Out isn't coming out. It isn't coming back.
What do we say?
Do we tell them that we said no to it? I guess have we said that on this podcast? Yeah, we said no to it.
Yeah, we said no to it. But
They wanted us to fight more. But yeah, remember the time I had a kangaroo try to eat my dress?
yeah, that was cute.
Kangaroo. By the way, did you know kangaroos have 3 vaginas?
No.
Red kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
What
But
for?
do they all lead to the one big pop?
Yeah.
They all lead to the one, yeah.
Oy
But there are
vey.
3.
Isn't it weird that cats can get pregnant with a litter from different daddies at
Yeah.
the same time, though?
Oh.
So, like, they could have 3 kittens, and each of those kittens could have separate dads, like in the same womb, but like at the same time.
Oh man, that gets messy.
Yeah.
Sounds
Jerry
like a
Springer.
sitcom.
Just cat cum everywhere. Ew! Why am I being so dirty this episode?
Going on,
I don't know.
Georgia?
I don't know.
Have you been hanging around like a lot of dudes that have been like, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, probably.
What's up with that? Who have you been hanging around?
Vince Joe DeRosa. Do you remember him?
Yeah. So a lot of filthy man.
Yeah, a lot of
faces.
gross dudes.
This is what happens like if you have 10 brothers, you just start farting on people. You're like, is
Yeah.
this not normal? And they're like, not really. I don't know.
Oh, can I tell you something really embarrassing that happened the other
Yeah.
night? So I was at Thanksgiving Vince, my boyfriend, everyone, we were at Thanksgiving at our friend's house. There was all these, fun, nice people there. It was a really nice little evening. Everyone made food and I was drinking. And so I was like, am I okay? Like I had to check in with him sometimes because I get socially anxious.
Hammered?
No, more like, am I being inappropriate in any way? Or am I saying anything that's, like I get nervous about my social skills. And I like to check in with him and he's like, yeah, the only thing is, and like, I love you and like everything's fine. This is cool. It's okay. But you should maybe stop burping so much.
Oh my God.
And I wanted to die, but I was also like, I wasn't mad at him because it was like, that's so nice. He's right. And I know he is such a caring person. He's doing it in such a nice way.
Were you drinking beer?
No, I was drinking something else, but like we had just had Thanksgiving dinner. Oh no! But then
I also like really comfortable around that group of people.
Yeah,
too, right?
But I didn't, But then I came out, and one of the wife of a friend burped loudly, and I was like, "Oh God, I love you so much. Thank you for." Like when she did that, I felt so much better.
Do you think she did it to be? Like,
no, she didn't know.
So funny.
How embarrassing is that?
That's really funny that you can do things without realizing they're even happening.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's why I check in. Because I'm so scared. It's like, stop saying this thing you keep saying.
Oh, that's the worst. Do you do that, Lizzie? Do you have a thing like that?
That I do?
Or that you're scared that you do that like...
do you get socially anxious? You seem like you'd mix well with people. You get socially anxious?
I do get socially anxious.
Really?
But it completely depends on the group. I've gone into situations and like said nothing before and left like feeling like I just like situations where I'm like, I just want to like slip through the cracks and not.
It's so hard because your stand-up is so funny. I've seen you do storytellings and you've owned the room. You did a storytelling at the Virgil and you're so good. And it's so hard for me to think that someone that can command that would ever be socially nervous because it's like you have this toolbox where like no matter what someone says to you, you can think of something affable and funny to say.
Totally. You can be on stage.
That way about...
You have it's like you have an invisibility cloak and like a crazy tool belt where you're like, well, I could handle this situation. Like some people just don't even have that. No. And then it's so weird to when we hear about like comedians who are like really anxious or really shy or introverts. I'm like, how does that happen?
I have to like prepare myself like the same kind of like, hey, I have to tell myself things before I go into situations.
Like some affirmations.
And remind myself of things.
That's adorable.
Yeah. I can easily go down a shame spiral.
Shame spirals are so easy to fall into.
Oh my God. Or sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I think the fear is that everyone's going to find out something really crazy about me.
Yeah.
Or like I'm going to open my mouth and like bats are going to fly. And they're going to be like, see, we knew it. Oh. She had bats in her body this whole time. And now...
I think we're all just afraid of that people are going to find out we're like frauds somehow or like not.
Is that what you're afraid of?
Or like
frauds in what?
I guess I'm afraid people are going to be like, that girl's an idiot. Like, or I'm not going to have had control over the way I present myself. And so people will have an opinion on me based on not who I am, but on something I accidentally said or something, burping too much when it's like,
superficial.
No, get to know me differently, but I
like I usually fart all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like me.
Like learning to slow down and think things through and so before you say things. I don't do that.
So you're like I wonder if there's like a judgeophobia, like a judicophobia where you're afraid of other people's judgment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, well, I'll meet people and I'll be like, they said these things, but I can tell that person's a good person and I like them,
Yeah.
Like I meet a lot of those people where it's like, you're a fucking weirdo, but like I really like your level of weirdo and whatever you said is fine and we're still going to be friends.
I feel like you have a deep appreciation for that.
For weird people?
I remember how one time you were like, I don't like people who are nice. Remember?
Oh, no, I don't like people charming.
Nice. Charming.
Charming.
Oh, charming. Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I
Define
thought
charming.
Charm is a thing that you project onto people. It's not a thing you are.
Oh.
Charm
People who are too
is
smooth kind of.
Yeah, charm is a practiced delivery. And charm is giving people what they want so that they will want you more.
What if charm is a coping mechanism though?
It could be.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
this
but they're
idea
doing
where you're
something
like
to get something out of it.
I think sometimes when I see someone, if I see someone being charming, either they are trying to bone everyone in the room or they're like, I see them like walking from like, when you'd play the lava game where you'd like jump from an object to an object to not fall in the lava. Do you know what I mean? Like coping in a social situation where it's like, just don't fall in the lava. Like keep
well,
saying
I think
things that are okay.
I think charm is like the guy who's trying to sell a fucking travel steamer at a kiosk at a mall.
Are you speaking from experience?
A little bit.
Georgia bought a travel steamer from a kiosk at the mall.
It scared me. It was intimidating. And I was like, oh, I'll buy it. Okay, I'll buy it.
I see those guys and I have a wide berth around them. I'm like, they're going to make me buy it.
No, I know. I feel like I was almost one of those people.
What do you mean?
Selling them?
Actually.
Buying or selling?
Selling.
Really?
I think I talked about this in my story a little bit, how I almost worked for Cutco, that knife selling business, door-to-door knife selling business.
Oh, like get murdered at your job.
Yeah, really.
Stranger's house.
Would you like weapons
this knife can cut out the human heart with 97% accuracy?
You're like, wait, I also sell ropes and ball gags. You're like, what? Why?
Here, try this chloroform. Let me show you how this chloroform works. Smell it.
It's like a pyramid scheme knife selling business.
Yeah.
But it's,
I mean,
but that comes from a desperate place.
Oh, for
too,
sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think most any shitty behavior comes from a desperate place of wounding and hurt. Like whenever anyone's acting shitty, I think it's usually either to maintain their ego or bravado.
Yes.
Or it's to make other people like them because they don't feel likable as they are. Or if they're angry, it's probably because they're scared. I feel like everyone elementally is probably okay. They do shitty things because they're wounded. And
that's
they don't
true,
know how to
but that doesn't mean that you need to have them in your life. Like you can't give those. You can't sacrifice your own happiness and well-being and feeling about yourself because someone else is wounded and treating you like shit.
Yeah, but they're treating you like shit hurts less when you don't make it about you. You know what I mean? When you're like,
they should have some common courtity and not treat people like shit.
If we just walked up to people and we're like, I am dying inside today. You're making me so uncomfortable.
I hate your pants because my mom yelled at me once.
You know what I mean, though? But I mean, like, once it almost disarms someone to think like, if they're freaking out and raging about something, it's probably because they already came to something with a little bit of hurt. Like it doesn't like they don't have the power to be as hurtful when you start seeing everyone as like a wounded little kid.
Well, what if I'm a wounded little kid too? And when someone's mean to me and yells at me, I digress, or what's the word? Regress, into my fucked up things, which is shame and sadness and not feeling good enough.
Then you say, yo, homie, what's up? What's going on? That's how you solve most conflict is, yo, homie, what's up? But I mean, if you look at relationships that you may have had in the past, like really volatile relationships when neither person can back down and be like, I'm hurting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's when there's fights and craziness. But if one or hopefully both people could be like, I'm angry because I'm hurting or I'm stressed out, then it's like usually that conflict can get resolved so much easier than when it's like, no, you.
Did you guys hear? There's this girl who's like an Australian video game blogger.
Oh, I heard about this. I love it.
Fucking amazing. This girl, you guys. So I'll tell everyone. She was like, she's a video blogger for gaming, and then she kept getting like fucked up rape threats and like mean things written to her. So she fucking emailed these people who sent them to her, emailed their mothers and got a screenshot and showed the mothers what they said to her.
Yeah, she Facebook messaged them and she's like,
amazing.
Hey, is this guy your kid? Yes, he is. Well, he's been sending me some things that are concerning, and it's just like horrible, like, I'll beep, beep,
yeah.
beep.
I actually felt like the mom's responses were like really grammatically, like they were like, OMG shit. I'm like,
yeah,
that's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder your kid is like,
yeah, exactly. But I mean, good for
but yeah.
I like that solution. It's a good solution
too. Tell the moms.
Lizzie, what's your favorite midnight, not Atkins, no one's looking at you, you're alone snack?
This is not good. I actually have a little bit of shame around my snack because it was born of Atkins.
Okay.
It came from trying to be carb free. I accidentally invented the Frosty.
Wait, this is amazing.
Made my own Frosty one night and I was like,
talk about it.
Yeah, I did it.
Why is it shameful?
In a Doc Brown light bulb hat.
You should be so proud of this.
So, okay. Oh God.
Come on.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Who dipped? Someone dipped the Oreo cookies and salsa once on this podcast.
really?
Don't
Okay.
you have nothing to be ashamed
So you
of.
take whipped cream, like a
Canister.
a canister. Thank you. A canister of whipped cream. Put it in a cup and stir it.
Okay.
So all the air goes out. Add a little vanilla extract and cocoa powder and keep stirring it.
Yeah. I
Put
love
it in
it.
the freezer. It's a Frosty.
Shut up.
Lizzie.
It is
So
that's
good.
exactly. And then I went to work and I was like, I've invented the Frosty.
And?
someone was like, that I worked at, is it Wendy's or and they were
yeah,
like,
Dairy
"That's
Queen."
how they make
Oh.
it. Kind of, it was like pretty close to like their system.
Well, I think that's a great idea.
Dude, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it's
like
really
pronto.
good. It's low carb. I know it is an Atkinsy
Yeah.
thing, kind of.
Throw
but
some
yeah.
berries in that bitch. Mm-hmm. Can you eat berries?
Yeah.
Not during Atkins induction.
Seriously?
Oh,
Do you know how many carbs are in blueberries?
4. Like, wait, Georgia, do you have any post Thanksgiving midnight snacks?
Yeah, I've been taking I'm always obsessed with the peanut butter pretzels, of course.
Yeah.
But lately, I've been taking them and putting a dab of honey on them before I shove them in my mouth.
Oh, heck.
And it is the most beautiful fucking snack I've ever had.
God damn it.
Simple and perfect.
God damn
I
it.
feel like honey has been good for you too.
What do you mean?
I feel like I associate your treats with honey.
Really?
Like, you are someone who would like make a honey cake or like
Yeah.
Or like have a smear of honey on like a
Toast.
on a charcuterie platter.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
This, see, I
Wow,
feel like you're
yes.
right, Lizzie.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're right.
You're
I ate
right.
some gravy gumballs.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was gross.
What is that?
I don't know. I saw these gravy gumballs and I was like, I'm game.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it was. Gravy flavored. It was like a turkey. It was like there was like a pumpkin pie gumball, a cranberry gumball, and then a turkey gravy gumball. And then you didn't know what you were going to get. It was a lesson in trust in the universe.
Did it taste like okay gravy, or did it taste like crappy candy that was supposed to taste like gravy?
It tasted musky. It tasted like dusty meat.
Blah.
I feel like you had Thanksgiving like at Willy Wonka's.
It was a lot like that. It was a lot like that.
Should we do
Actually,
fuck that?
oh wait, hold on.
Or do you want to do one?
We're looking through our cards right now. I want to do this one.
Oh yeah.
We haven't played book club in a while.
Yeah.
But okay, this is just simple informal book club. What are you reading? Anything good?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm actually rereading something.
Is it good?
I started reading Memoirs of a Geisha again.
You did, Lizzie loved that book.
I can't stop. I love it.
is
so
it really
much.
good? What's the deal? I never
Yeah.
saw it. The movie. I
Me
never read
neither.
it.
I'm reading it for the second time. It's amazing. I feel like it's a story about fate,
Okay.
and the metaphors. I'm like, and it's so rich in metaphor.
Is there a lot of boning?
There is some sex, but there's mostly sexual tension.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a love story.
Wow,
Okay.
I'll read it.
It's really beautiful.
How many pages is it?
I don't know.
Who wrote it?
Arthur Golden.
I never read this.
And
I haven't
actually,
either.
he interviewed a geisha who then later sued him,
Oh.
but they settled out of court. And then she wrote a book called like Geisha, a memoir of.
Oh no.
She's like, I'm going to tell this story once. in a
Oh,
while."
poor
It's
thing.
a beautifully written book.
I've never read it. So
Yeah.
thumbs up. Georgia, what are you reading?
The thing I'm reading is my thing I love.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but that goes last.
Oh, okay.
So that we end the podcast with fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Which is one thing we love so much we want to fuck, and one thing we hate so much we're like fuck that. Also known as Love, Loathe, Learn. If you go to our YouTube page, which you should check out, YouTube. We started making new videos, you guys.
Yeah. How about that?
Go follow us on Alie and Georgia on YouTube. Please subscribe, ALIE and Georgia.
Yeah, you should do that.
Okay. So the thing I hate. Oh,
yeah, Georgia, what do you hate?
you go first.
Okay, can I tell you guys what I hate?
Yes.
I hate it when singers try really hard to act in their videos. And you're like, nope, this is not the place. This is not where you get an Oscar.
To show their feelings.
Yeah,
about it.
So true.
You can get a Grammy for this. Oscar comes later when you're in a movie that you were in and you did a great job. You're not going to get an Oscar
Like, for example,
the
for ex-
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
Is that what you're
Swift's
gonna say?
Blank Space, for example. Like,
it's a little silly.
she doesn't need to serve me crazy realness. It's not happening. It's so theatrical, and honestly, it was a fine song as it was. I don't need to see her doing her best to mimic crazy. You know, the worst is this, and it's Katy Perry was in this thing the one that got away, this video where like they age her to be like a very nostalgic 70-year-old who's like overlooking a cliff, but she's still got like a banging bod, but she's got this insane prosthetic makeup, and she's like trying to like shit out a tear, and she's
so
like,
not
and you're
necessary.
like, just give us the song.
Like put her on a stage with a guitar and a cute outfit, and
Fine.
like let's hear it that way.
I don't want to see them eke out feelings. I just give me the song.
That's fair.
Is this something that's happened more recently, or has it always been that way?
I feel like more and more recording artists are turning into crossover entertainers again.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want a lot of drama in my pop songs. It's not the place for it. Okay, what do you hate? Sorry, guys.
I had a tie between two things.
Go ahead.
Okay, the first one, oh God, just even these two words, warm soup. Okay, I need it to be extra hot, and I need to let it cool on my own terms. I need to be there for the cooling process. I hate the idea of my soup sitting on a ledge, just like sitting there, just kind of dying in a heat lamp, under a heat lamp. I
an
hate
open
it.
bowl of like, it's
Yes.
just anything can fall in there.
Yes, and whenever it's like not, I always am like, could I get it extra hot? And sometimes people like don't understand how. And then
I've seen you send a bowl back before.
Yes. So I'll send it back just to get rid of that like extra like layer of like misery. I need
get
that
it.
to burn those germs out.
What kind of like if you went to a pho place, or ramen place, would you send that back, or is it like a minestrone at a diner?
I feel like ramen might be a little bit different, but still I would have the same feeling. I would say it's across the board, and it would even with like chili or like a stew, I would need it to be a certain temperature. Otherwise, it just makes me sick.
Do you ever bring like a thermometer, like a meat thermometer to a diner? You're like, this is at 140.
Yeah.
I need this to be at 160 to kill the bacteria. You do need to, when you cook a turkey, it's got to be like 160, 170 at least.
Yeah.
Or else it's just a big festering womb of bacteria. Gross, but it's an amazing diet, you guys. Georgia,
true.
what do you hate?
I hate. Okay, I feel bad about this but the reason I hate it is because I was one.
Okay.
And so I'm annoyed by it. Is sales girls like trying to sell me shit. Like if I go to a dress shop, zip me up, great, awesome. But don't say like, yeah, and this will be great for this season, and you can wear it to this, and like you just need to tighten it back up here a little bit. Like just stop it. I don't need you to tell me about fashion.
I think I'm narrowing in on something here. You don't like to be lied to.
Yeah, I don't want to be talked into something, especially when I know you're full of shit and you're making a commission off
But
of it.
across the board, charm, sales, you don't like to be manipulated
Into feelings of sorry. Yes, that's
or lied
it.
to.
Yeah.
So you would rather someone be like, this looks aight on you, or like, the steamer's like pretty okay.
Yeah.
Or
that's
like at
it.
a party and they're like, you're kind of interesting.
Right.
You don't want anyone to make a fool out of you by lying to you and tricking you into believing something that's not true.
Thank you.
Okay, that's interesting.
But more so, I don't want to be that person ever that believes that shit.
I can never imagine you doing that.
Okay.
I feel like you would tell someone that they have a booger before they'd be like, you should definitely buy those shoes.
Yeah.
You know the main mean girl from Mean Girls? She's like, I love your bracelet. JK, it's awful.
Yeah. I
I
hate
think
her.
you would do that.
No, I wouldn't. Thank you.
Just saying that.
I would look for something else that I do appreciate, that I do like, and compliment them on that.
Yeah.
I feel like a good salesperson like has a sensitivity, you know?
Yeah.
Like works on like an individual like
Yeah.
basis.
You've
Have
done
you
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually worked for Diane von Furstenberg.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yes. And now she has a reality show and she's like, be yourself.
Have you
Be
guys
a
ever
strong woman.
have you ever gone to a bra fitting? And I have had one bra fitting.
And they just like feel you up.
Well, yeah, but you're just like TO.
Oh, yeah.
It's just tits out.
It's so weird.
But what do you have of them?
Right.
But I had a sales lady who was trying to get me to buy like this contraption where I was like, I don't even know how this works.
Yeah.
But the weirdest part about it was she had this like crazy bandage on her wrist, and she kept trying to explain to me that she had heard it the night before tripping on her couch, and that she swears she wasn't drunk. And she told me like 4 times, and I was like, the more you say that, the more I believe that you were absolutely.
And the
High as
less I believe.
fuck.
Yeah.
I did not buy a bra. And then also I looked at the bra and it was like $400 or something. And I was like, God damn it. Anyway.
Let's end with Lizzie's love. So, Alie, what do you love?
Oh, a thing that I love?
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually have a lot of loves.
That's great.
This week, which I, for some reason, I tend to find a hard time. Okay, this is an app. Oh, you guys, this app. It's so good.
What is it? You've got good apps. Tell us.
It's called Sky Guide.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you live in a city where you can't see a lot of stars, such as for example Los Angeles, or you live in a city where you can and you want to know what the stars are, Sky Guide is $3. You hold it up to anything. You hold it up to the sky, and it shows you what all of the stars are.
The ones you can't see.
Yeah, the ones you can't see, and then you can like just click on one.
She's
and then
showing
it'll tell
us
you
right now, and it's fucking amazing.
It'll tell you all about the star, and sometimes it'll be like, "Yo, dude, that's a satellite," and then you're like, "What satellite is it?"
That is really cool.
It's pretty cool.
SKY guide.
Sky Guide, but it's the graphics of it are
It's beautiful.
gorgeous.
It looks incredible. She's showing us right now, and you guys should go get this.
It's just all kinds of nebulas and shit.
Nebulas.
like?
What do I love? Okay, I love this. So, okay, it's what I'm reading. But I'm reading it because we get emails a lot from people who listen to the podcast. You guys are all so nice. We love you. And this guy named Scott Whiteside, who's Must Be Pee Pants on Instagram.
Must be pee pants?
That can't be right.
That's quite an admission for
Look
a handle.
that up.
Okay.
It might be just Must Be Pants. I don't know. But Scott Whiteside, he told us that we need to read this book called, he sent us this really lovely email. And then he told us we need to read this book called Daring Greatly.
Okay.
Which is so
What's
good.
wrong
Lizzie,
with the
do you know
amount
it?
of daring that we're doing?
We're not doing it greatly
Are we only
enough.
are we daring mediocrely?
We are daring mediocrely. I want to read. So it's about being vulnerable.
Okay.
Shit. Where the fuck is that? Hold on. Oh, God. Sorry, Dustin.
Daring greatly, it's about being a big squishy sack of shit, and that's fine.
It's basically, okay, I'm going to read you the tag. Daring Greatly. How the courage to be vulnerable transforms the way we love, live, parent, and lead. And it's by
nice.
this woman named Brené Brown, who does TED Talks about being vulnerable. And
Oh, I've heard of her.
yeah.
right?
I saw that.
So this book is just basically like, here's why you won't be vulnerability is the key to any relationship and any way any relationship.
Yeah.
God, I'm not explaining this well.
No, that's fine. That makes sense.
But we
'cause
should
you
all
have
read
to-
it.
But maybe that gets back a little bit to the like you're a squishy
Right.
hurt person who's
Yeah.
who is making someone else a squishy hurt person. Everyone just put your cards out and be like, this is
Yeah.
why I'm squishy and hurt.
And I'm 100% not vulnerable. And so I'm trying hard to learn how to be vulnerable. And this book's helping.
Your last name means hard heart. What do
Yeah,
you
dark heart. Yeah.
What do you expect?
I know. Also,
Like-
also my mom's crazy. Okay.
Well, everyone's mom. Name a mom that's not crazy though. The thing comes out of your butthole, and then I'm talking about babies.
Do you know where babies come from?
Near there. The thing is it makes your butthole merge into the other one, and then it's just one. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, and then you
Get
have
an episiotomy,
and, like,
everyone.
every mom is a little crazy because they give up their whole life
Yeah.
to raise this thing, and then the thing hates you.
Yeah, totally.
But it looks like you, but it hates you,
Totally.
and you keep having to make toast for it. Of
Totally.
course, moms are crazy.
Yeah. You keep
Everyone's
having
moms.
to make toast.
Do you know
for
what I
it.
mean? Okay, what's
Lizzie, what do
something
you
I'm
love?
still thinking about vulnerability. It's so funny. At first, when you're like, think of something you love, all the things I was thinking about were things that didn't exist. I was like,
Like what?
My first thought was like, when you're sitting in a chair and it spins around and